Check it out, guys. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Down here, see some of the features on it. See the chassis brace. Talking about the new electronics and ESC. Also talking about the e-brake. Right here, there's a built-in e-brake on this model. This is the V2 ARRMA Infraction. Take a gander at some of this. You can pause it and take a peek at any point. This thing is sweet. I can't wait to open it up for you guys. 6S, optional gearing will do 80 miles an hour. That's no joke. We're gonna take this thing out for a rip later. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing cracked open. Now, it is not brand new, but it is like new. It was opened once, and then the buyer decided to sell it. So I went ahead and got a real screaming deal on this thing locally here in Dallas. Let's go ahead and get it opened up. Here we go, gents. Oh, look at this thing. Oh, that's sweet. Let me go ahead and get it out the box, and I'll show you everything that it comes with. Everything it comes with, I'm going to go over it. Got your instruction manual. I suggest everyone, when they get a new RC, read through and go through their instruction manual. Also check out the parts diagram in there and use it as a reference anytime you're looking up or need to find parts. What we have here is instructions and diff shims. Let me zoom in on those for you. In case you got to shim up the gear mesh in the differentials. They offer that with it. Also, moving up here, high-speed pinion. This will take you up to 80 miles an hour. It shows you all the instructions and everything inside of here. Here's it's a basic toolkit, but it has a real good hex wrench in here for the wheel nuts. So keep and hold on to that. That's a good one. And then down here is spare miscellaneous parts for the battery tray, different body mounts, you know, so on and so forth. Over here is the new version of the DX2. Comes with the button right here, which is for the emergency brake or hand brake. This is the same remote that comes with my Outcast 8S. Also, over here, you'll notice there's a card here. You want to check it for sizing of your batteries and your LiPos, and seeing what it recommends. On this car, it recommends a 5,000 mAh 35C discharge rate, 3S, and you pair them up in series to make it 6S. So that's what they recommend. You can also run it on 4S, but you also have to keep in mind the milliamp hours need to be above 5,000. Discharge rate needs to be above 35C. It also shows you the mile an hour and what you can hit on, sorry, we're having technical difficulties here. Anyway, the other side was actually in kilometers per hour in the metric system. As you see over here, 60 miles an hour stock gearing, 6S out the box, 80 miles an hour with the optional pinion for high speed runs, and you can go even faster than that. I've seen many people already taking it up over 100 miles an hour. But as you see here, right there, there's your measurements. And there's everything you need to know about the LiPos. 35C, 5,000 mAh minimum. Length is 180 millimeters. Sorry, my hands are shaking a little bit. 180 millimeters. Width is 55 millimeters. And height is 70 millimeters. Since this is a new remote, I'm going to go ahead and go over it a little bit. So, like I said, this is your e-brake button. As you come over here, you'll notice your brake rate, steering trim, throttle trim, and AVC as an active vehicle control rate. You can turn that up and down. That's vehicle stabilitrack, basically, for RCs. Now, as we turn around here, if you're using smart batteries, here's a battery detector for how high or low your lipos are charged. And then as you come over here, you got 3 different throttle settings. You got like 50% training mode, 75%, and 100%. So if you're in a small confined area, you want to run it at 50 or 75 and not at a full 100, it's just a flip of a switch away. Anyways, I've had real great success with this remote. Another real cool feature is up here under this door, they just released a Bluetooth module for their telemetry. So you can pick that up and install it under here and then Bluetooth it to your phone. I will be doing that at a later date. Everybody's currently sold out and not in stock, even Horizon Hobby. So when they get in stock, I'll go ahead and put one in either this or the Outcast 8S and we'll give it a go. Now, what everyone's waiting for, and what I really love about ARRMA vehicles, is these body clip tethers. So you don't lose your body clips. It's real convenient. Something I think other manufacturers are starting to do, starting to try and copy. Let's pop this thing off. Oh. Look at how sweet this thing is. Nice dense foam rubber up front here in case you do run into anything with the splitter down here. So this will take most of your brunt, and this will take most of your brunt before that body will even touch anything. Trying to keep the body nice and not looking all dinged up all the time. So these are the D-Boost hoods, these are the factory tires, and they're basically slicks. Here's the 6S brushless motor. Here is the 6S ESC. On-off receiver box and bind. So your receiver is in here for your remote. There's your on-off button. And there's a set button right there for programming. It also includes this loop. So if you want to just run it on one battery pack, like a 4S pack, you can do that. I think that's real nice. They include that in there. So you can run it on a 4S or you can run on a single 6S. This chassis brace is sweet looking. Now, one thing that you'll notice that's different between the version 1 and version 2 Infraction is this guy right here. That is your e-brake servo. You look at your arm right here, see if I can get some better light on it. That arm right there, when you hit that button, that's how you set the e-brake. And if you look in here, there's an actual disc brake module in there. It's a disc brake that clamps onto your drive shaft. So when you hit the e-brake, it is clamping down. I'm trying to get a better view for you guys, but it's not real that accessible. Here's your steering servo right here. And then these are your 2 battery trays. One on each side to balance the vehicle out. Now suspension, not bad. Back's a little stiffer, I expect that. Now, one cool thing that I also noticed is the splitter and aerodynamics on the bottom, which I'll flip it over and show you guys here in a minute. But check it out, guys. This thing is savage. So it's upside down. As you can see, this is the front splitter here. These aren't bad. I might check the tightness on those. They're sticking out a little bit. But if you look here, there's some attention paid to detail for aerodynamics. And if you look back here, look at that splitter. And I'll swing it around this way. That thing is sweet. All for aerodynamics. This thing is gonna freaking rip, guys. Something that I noticed just now is it has front and rear sway bars. If you look in there, we'll go around to this side. The sway bar connection right there. And it goes in the shock tower. It has one in the front and in the rear. So you can get a better view on the back one. See it right there? Sweet sway bar. It goes through, oh, to the other side through the diff case. It actually looks like it attaches. Yep, nope, it goes through the diff case. All right, that's awesome. All right, guys, now these are the batteries I'm choosing to run on this rig. They're $100 a pair on Amazon. Now, if you can see, they're 7,000 milliamp hours, 3S, 55C, so they're well above the ratings for this vehicle. And because they're 7,000 milliamp hours, they should last a good long time. Now, they come with the EC5 connectors, and this is the IC5 connector. Now, because I'm not using the smart batteries, the IC5 is what the smart batteries connector for. And this is just the regular EC5. I'll plug in there and work. I'm going to be testing these out and reviewing these on the channel after I get a few runs through the packs, let you know how they charge, fit, balance well, and give you a review on these batteries as well as the truck. So stand by for that video as well. I'm going to be comparing those to my 4S LiPo for the Outcast 8S Z powers and let you know as far as the quality of these as good as the Z powers. Well, gents, that's my unboxing and first thoughts and impressions on this vehicle. I think it looks amazing. I think the camo paint job in the flat white and silver looks awesome with the hoons on there. And I'm just ecstatic to take this thing out for a rip. So the next video will probably be me out there ripping on this thing. So until next time, gents, it's Ensby. Keep it motorfied.